Hi, welcome to another episode on the My Fragrance Journey channel. Essay. Last week I did a list of fragrances that I'll be putting away as the weather gets colder and darker. As I'm looking out my window, very cloudy, it's been raining, and it's the early days of our winter right here in South Africa and the southern hemisphere essentially. So in this list, in this video, I've got a list of 10 fragrances in my collection that I'll be entering the winter with. And obviously these are not going to be the same 10 at the end of winter, as I'll be planning to make a couple of additions to my winter type of fragrances, the deeper, the thicker, noted type of fragrances. So this is the top 10 that I'm entering my winter with. At number 10, a favorite of mine that I don't wear enough during the hot months, Encre Noire from the house of Lalique. So this is a smoky cypress, vetiver, cashmere wood and musk fragrance. Smells very niche type of alternative, and it's a great scent. So the additional flankers a sport and extreme. So I've got the sport, it's got a fresher opening, less dry and woody than this one, but this one is a very nice one. I know my wife likes this for some reason. She wants compliment and say, you smell so nice. But this is one of those niche type of scents, not for everyone, but very nice for this winter time. At number 10. And then the next one, another one that I don't think I wear enough, but it's, this is the right time to wear it. This is from the house of Hugo Boss, obviously, Baldessarini-Secret Mission. So it's got this lavendery type of vibe to it, and very nice scent. So notes here, cypress, bergamot, basil in the top, and then the middle note is the lavender, very dominant overall, and then some woods at the base. But overall, it gives me a leathery touch to it. The lavender gives a leisurely touch to it, I must say. That's at number 9. From the house of Hugo Boss, Baldessarini, Secret Mission. At number 8, a recent addition from the house of Beckham Parfums, from the EDP range, Amber Breeze. Amber Breeze is the fragrance, one of the recent additions. I really enjoy this. Not a harsh opening like the other Infinite Aqua, as I've said before. A very nice, warm, woody, very smooth, even though the performance is not beast mode, but it's tolerable, I must say. And at number 7, some people say it's a Bleu de Chanel clone, but I think it's Missoni-Pour Homme Parfum. I think it's a standalone fragrance. It's got that Chanel vibe to it, but it's got a nice fresh grapefruit opening. And it's a very nice fragrance. I really enjoyed it. As you can see, the juice level has really depleted. I need to get myself a 100ml bottle of this. This is one of those fragrances that I always like to have in my collection going forward. Very nice. I really enjoy this in the evenings. It's a nice, cozy, classy scent, very under the radar type of fragrance. This Missoni-Pour Homme Parfum, very underrated. At number 6, from a clone house, from the house of Lattafa-Fakhar Black. So this is a YSL wide clone, but not exactly 1-to-1 in a way, but it gives you that wide clone type of vibe. So here, top notes: apple, bergamot, ginger, and then you've got the lavender, sage, juniper berries in the mid, and then the base you've got tonka bean, amber wood, cedar, vetiver. So the woods at the bottom. Very nice fragrance, very versatile, and I'm gonna be enjoying it quite a lot this coming winter. So from the house of Lattafa-Fakhar Black. And then entering the top 5, so these are the absolute, favorites of mine that I've been wearing even through the warmer months, evening type of scents, etc. At number 5, from the house of Laroche, Drakkar Intense. So this is a Drakkar Noire, you know, modernized version of Drakkar Noire. Very tarty. It's an aromatic fougere, so it's got that old school smell to it, but very modern and fresh and smooth. Wormwood, coriander, bergamot at the top, and then some lavender, clary sage, and then patchouli, lavender, moss, and suede at the bottom. So another very nice fragrance. I really enjoy this in the cooler months. So it's definitely going to be a staple of mine during this coming winter. At number 4, if I put the original, it would have been higher up. But yeah, a fragrance that I'm really enjoying at the moment from the house of Lattafa. Again, Lattafa Asad, the lion, right? The emblem right there is a lion. So Asad means lion. So from the house of Asad, from the house of Lattafa, it's a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir, right? One of my absolute favorites in my lineup. So very expensive, but I'd rather not wear that. So, but this is a good substitute of that. This Asad. It's very spicy. It's a spicy fragrance with how can I put it? Spicy, a bit of vanilla, clove, amber, sandalwood. So it's a very much an 80s type of fragrance, aromatic fougere, modernized, and you know the original is a very strong fragrance, but this is not bad either. And for the price, it is well worth it. You know, I highly recommend Asad over the Dior Sauvage Elixir price. You know, considered. You know, if pricing is a thing for you, this should be good enough until you have enough money for the Elixir, the Dior Elixir. Yeah. So moving into the top 3, at number 3, I've got 2 boozy scents in the top 3, and the first one from Fragrance World Perfumes. It's Starman Nebula. So this is a clone of a Mugler Amen Pure Malt. So very boozy. It's got a nice orange and bergamot opening, and then the middle notes, that's where the booze comes in. It's got malt, whiskey, coffee, cedar, patchouli, and then it rounds off with vanilla, amber, musk in the base. Very nice fragrance, and for the price, it is an absolute steal. You know, for what you pay for this versus what you get in 100 ml like this, and the quality of scent, it just opens up. No funny alcoholic perfumer you know, scent in there. Just a smooth, malty, boozy type of scent. Very nice, perfect for the winter. At number 3. And then at number 2, an all-time favorite of mine, a 2022 release from the house of Joop, Joop or Le Parfum. Here it's just vanilla, praline, tonka bean, and a bit of iris when it settles down. So it's out there, it's powerful. You need to be careful with the trigger on this one. As you can see, it's another well-worn mine. I hit this quite a lot in this past winter, and you know, from the time I got it early in the year, so I really enjoyed it this last year. Joop Le Parfum at number 2. And then at number 1, the absolute best from 2022, from the house of Givenchy, Gentleman Givenchy Reserve Privee. My gosh, the iris mixing with the chestnut, the whiskey, and the woodsy note, and the amber, and this thing is just amazing. You know, oh man, I mean, most of the time I enjoy just smelling it from the cap like this, from the cap and the nozzle. It is a beautiful fragrance. You know, it opens up with a bit of bergamot at the top, but it doesn't take over too much, and then the iris comes in, the chestnut, the whiskey, and the woody notes at the base of this. It's smooth. It's got a chocolatey gourmand facet to it, so it is very you know, delicious. This is one of those date night essential special occasion type of fragrances that, you know, yeah, everybody's going to be all over you just wanting to get a sniff of what you're wearing. So very nice. From the house of Givenchy, they always push out quality scents, and yeah, this is one of those for me. Like I've done in the previous video, the best release of 2022 in my collection at least. Yeah, with that said, this is the 10 fragrances that I'll be entering the month, the winter months in South Africa, and more in the southern hemisphere with. And yeah, and as the next videos will show, I'll be adding to this list, and hopefully at the end of winter this list will look very different. But for now, this is my lineup. This is what's coming to the front and center of my collection at the moment, and the stuff that I previewed in the previous video will be moving to the back of the shelf, so to say. So with that said, please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Till next time, peace.